Hello. Okay.
Hello.
How long have you been a therapist?
I have been a therapist since 2012.
What do you love about being a therapist?
Knowing that I am not giving the answers or telling other people what they think that they need, my belief is that people already know what it is that they need, and I'm just trying to help them navigate and figure it out. So working together, they can hear themselves say what's going on. I may repeat it for them, and then we can negotiate together to come up with some answers.
How would you describe your approach to a potential client?
Well, everyone has a story, and for me, it's allowing that person to share whatever that they're going through, and I just meet them where they are currently, and then figure out how to reach their goals.
What areas do you specialize in?
I specialize in certified EMDR, and that practice is bilateral stimulation of the brain. So just hand movements, using a light bar and things like that doesn't help a person to get over, but it helps lessen some of the trauma that they may be feeling regarding a particular incident. I'm also trained in ACT, DBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. I also do Reiki. That has to be approved by the client that's signing off documentation and things like that. So, yeah.
So you mentioned MDR. Who would you recommend this intervention for and why?
Anybody experiencing trauma, EMDR is good for. Anxiety, really no limit for that.
So can EMDR be used on children?
Not necessarily the same bilateral stimulation, but it can be used on children with handheld devices and things like that. And it's only because some of the children have shorter attention spans, so being mindful of that.
You've been working with first responders for over 20 years.
Yes.
How would you promote mental health for first responders?
For first responders or anyone in general, I would just suggest that trying it, having a therapist, not to necessarily tell you what to do, but just someone you can bounce things off of, who's non-judgmental, that you definitely can build a rapport with, and just sharing your experiences without feeling like someone's judging you, just having that ability to talk, release, and figure it out.
First responders, their job is to save everyone else. How can family and friends be able to support them?
Just giving a listening ear and just being that support. Family and friends could take classes just to find out what it is that their loved one is going through and trying to figure out some of the behaviors that their loved one may have.
What is something that you wish everyone knew about counseling?
There's no reason to fear counseling. When you talk to a counselor or therapist, these things are held confidential. You can come in and talk, discuss, share, and you're going to get mad, you're going to get angry, and the therapist or whomever you're speaking with doesn't necessarily take it personally. Hopefully you can learn from every experience that you're having, even in your anger, and come together to figure it out.